We all know Salvy, right? A bundle of joy and positivity, always eager to play FNF slop, or draw the next hit Max Design Pro yaoi comic. Or do we really know him? Under the nice and jolly facade hides a terrifying truth. A shocking reality that only a few lucky souls know the true essence of. And so, I recently found this iceberg on the Salvy subreddit, and decided to take it upon myself to go through every entry as best as I can. For those unaware how an iceberg works, at the top of it all, we'll talk about information that is common knowledge for the public, and at the bottom, we have the true tests of knowledge. Stuff only known by select few, or even in some cases, fully lost media. Now, let's begin. The sky. This layer contains information known by pretty much anyone who's heard about Salvy before. Versus Salvy. Versus Salvy is a popular mod for the game Friday Night Funkin', made by Salvy and friends. However, the mod never really got popular on account of the fact that it's an FNF mod. Pocket. As Salvy would let you know, Pocket is his girlfriend. Although, being delusional, Salvy often refers to her as his wife. The way in which they met are currently unknown, but the investigations on the subject are growing to be more fruitful day by day. Leaving VC. This entry refers to the fact that Salvy will often leave VCs for no apparent good reasons. Whether it be him going to bed at 8 p.m. or pretending to do homeworks to go scroll on Twitter, the little rascal would rather do anything than talk to his friend. Mario's Madness D-Sides. MMD-Sides is yet another FNF mod, which takes the two very popular mods, Mario's Madness and D-Side remixes, and mashes them together in a big, beautiful mess that goes against human nature itself. The entry refers to how Salvy met most of his online friends, through them also working on the mod. Loves his wife. As established before, Salvy cannot distinguish fiction from reality, and believes that his girlfriend and him were real life, ring in hand, flower in air, wed. This did not happen, brochacho. Apology number 576. On the 16th of October 2006, Salvy was very sadly diagnosed with a rare disease of apologitis, causing him to constantly apologize for the lowest things ever, such as watching Has Been Hotel or enjoying things. Jersey Club. Salvy is a big fan of the music genre, often referred to as Jersey Club. He has particularly expressed a liking to a popular tweet where the character Squidward from hit TV show SpongeBob SquarePants appears to repeatedly yell the words "Tua." Kendrick. Salvy is also a fan of the musical artist Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. On a couple occasions, official reports have even come out about Salvy reportedly slapping his belly and laughing on the floor during K-Dot's Super Bowl performance. The Surface. Anyone who's at least a bit of a fan of Salvy knows about these. Recently divorced. Although Salvy is not currently married, he has talked about being recently divorced. Though this is relatively public, whom, why, or where this happened is still unknown. Oh me, oh my, what a smart little secret keeper this Salvy is. Hop on Bed Wars refers to how, during a certain period of time, Salvy would be quite enthusiastic about the idea of getting all his buddies to play Bed Wars with him, repeating and repeating the same phrase, "Hey, hop on Bed Wars." KSI Terror. Yet another FNF mod or boy Salvy is part of, though you should know of this, since all the big names are on this one. Salvbot. In the Salvy cinematic universe, Salvbot is an evil robot version of Salvy, who turned rogue and is like, evil and fucked up, just a glimpse into his dark reality. A full stare into his twisted perspective would make most simply go insane, LMAO. Post your Salvies refers to an amusing song based off the cult classic Meet Your Mingo, but adopting the likeness of Salvy instead, and offering an entire new beat. The song was composed by Clappers46, mostly known for compositions such as Know Your Place, Abuse But Homer and Batter Sing It, and, of course, Know Your Place. Mango Mustard. Only one who knows music. For a while now, Salvy has been confirmed to be the only person who knows of any music made ever, as no one else could possibly have ever heard of songs except for him. Shallow Waters. We're now starting to get into a bit more obscure territories. MDP Glaze. Salvy has gone on multiple records to claim his enjoyment of hit niche internet indie series Max Design Pro, not only making the absurd claim that the show is good, but that said show's quote-unquote fandom era could be considered a masterpiece of animation and storytelling, producing such banger episodes as The End of Twiddlefinger, Part 4, or The Puppy Saves the Child's Life. Salvy Posting. Salvy Posting is a channel in the Discord server, The Gamers Hideout, where the titular gamers post a music internet funny images poking fun at Salvy himself. The channel is also home to the biggest archive for Salvy comics, housing and preserving them for years to come. Amen. Mustard New Gen. We've mentioned Salvy's affinity for Kendrick before, but he's also professed to how he's been in the know about K-Dot even before the times of this viral mustard internet meme originating from his iconic song TV Off, referring to those at a lower intellectual level than him who haven't followed the same path as he did as Mustard New Gens. Composer. Salvy tends to now and again compose music on the hit program FL Studio. His beats are rad, and his flow is radical. What else can I say, am I right? Has Been Hotel Season 1. Even if Salvy hasn't consumed a lot of media, he's admitted to watching a couple shows on his own accord, one of those being Has Been Hotel, which he shamefully admitted his watching and enjoyment before being understandably stoned to death. Sonic Spinball. Just like series or movies, Salvy hasn't played a lot of video games. Though, one that he has played is the hit psychological horror thriller Sonic Spinball, which he frequently claimed its greatness. Core of the iceberg. We're now getting into some facts that are starting to be real obscure to the average Salvy fan. Went missing in 1985. For a short amount of time, Salvy went missing back in 1985. Although he luckily made it back safe and sound, his whereabouts during this time still remain unknown to this day. And asking him about it, well, let's just say, it won't end well for you. Hates is his mom. On April 6th, 2023, Salvy's mom barged into his room and, while talking to her, Salvy forgot to mute his microphone. The next exchange truly shocked all the gamers, which, as established before, are part of the hideout. They just listened in shock, as Salvy threatened to sell his poor mother's house, which would render her homeless. Truly despicable. Pim based off Salvy. Within the adult hit animated show Smiling Friends, the character of Pim seems a bit familiar. Outgoing attitude, well-dressed, almost bald. Yup, our favorite pink guy was quite obviously based off Salvy, which was admitted by Zach Hadel himself during an interview about the show.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a clip of this Salvy dude. I just thought he was awesome. So I told Michael. I told him like, Michael, what would you do if we based Pimling off this guy Salvy? Like, what would you do if we based him on Salvy? Would you find him in real life? Would you blow him up, or what would you do? I don't know. And I remember Michael not having a real answer, but agreeing to base the character, and we made that happen. Yeah.
Broken keyboard. Salvy's keyboard is broken. The idea. In the hit semi-viral video, Jeffy's Infinite Irida Shucks demo Ranked, Salvy claims that the biggest issue to the infamous musical composition Squawks is the idea of the song itself. A brave statement that will earn him the utmost respect from his peers from now on. Dabble. While making the first version of his hit top charts hit, Dabble, Clappers46 inquired the help of Salvy. However, with the both versions of the song remaining unreleased, Salvy has been harassing Clappers to do so, and thus, Clappers has had to hire 2 extra security guards since the incident, as Salvy is now an active threat to his well-being. Deep seas. Only true Salvy connoisseurs will know these next factoids. Relish. Relish is a disgusting excuse of musical talent, an abysmal show of so-called musical prowess, and a total insult on the Versus Salvy name. I hate you, Relish. I spit on you. OG Versus Salvy refers to the original version of the aforementioned Versus Salvy. This version famously got like 10 downloads, lol. Watched Smiling Friends. Going back on the previous Has Been Hotel statement, Salvy has also been keeping up with Smiling Friends. Smiling friend. Which is rather unsurprising, since he's the one who inspired Pym, after all. MDP Yaoi comic. Hidden amongst all of Salvy's iconic comics hides the underappreciated one, featuring Max Design Pro himself, as well as the Gagagadi chicken nugget. Engage him in what seems to be a romantic conversation. Even if this one is often forgotten about, true salveheads often point to it as the most poignant and heart-throbbing comic of his ever written. Bottom of the iceberg. This information is nearly completely unknown. True location. On the 22nd of November 2025, a new update on X, the Everything app, rolled out, now allowing anyone to see the location of origin of any account using the social media app. This was shocking to many Salvy fans, as Salvy's location now displayed as Tel Aviv, Israel. What a plot twist. Shucks Salvy Mix. This refers to a cancelled song from Versus Salvy, where she would appear as the antagonist in the remix of the iconic song named Shucks, which featured Does Evil Things guy, Marvin, and that guy over there. Even if canned, a remix of said song featuring Salvy was later made by Clappers46. Faked Death. Back in 1987, Salvy faked his death in an impressive show of acrobacy, faking falling off a bridge but actually managing to catch himself off on a beam underneath, leading him to being perfectly safe and sound. When asked about his reasoning for doing so, Salvy claimed that he was bored. Congrats. During one of his first interactions with FNF artist Moon, Salvy asked her if she was part of the transgender community. Upon her positive answer, Salvy exclaimed nothing more than a simple congrats, showing his true colors as having a heart of gold and supporting queer communities all across the globe. Zone.rar. This refers to secrets. Okay, fuck this. I'm not talking about Versus Salvy anymore. The Abyss. This information is so obscure that I had to do hours and hours of research to even learn the smidgiest of informations about it. Salvy is an alternate. On December 30th, 2016, a stressed-out maiden called the authorities in a panic. She hysterically claimed to have seen a creature, an entity, an apparition of some sort, lurking in the woods. The following picture is what she sent as proof, and as we can see, the creature appears to have Salvy's iconic spiky hair, and to this day, many still wonder of his true nature, and if he's out to get them. Truly frightening. Wanted for murder. Back in the 60s, Salvy's first public breakthrough was being the prime suspect for a murder investigation, as the victim's head was fully ripped off from his body, sliced in thin slices, left out to dry in the sun, and then used to block out solar panels in what seemed to be an attempt to protest against the protest against climate change, which seemed to fit Salvy's character decently well. However, the case went nowhere, and he was ultimately released. Lesbians. In a channel in the Friends server he's a part on, solely dedicated to sending indie show recommendations, Salvy appears to mostly send videos of a certain type, containing a very specific type of relationships. Lesbians. Killed Moon's dog. During a playful drive around town, Salvy would end up accidentally killing his friend's Moon's dog. Although this act is mostly considered to be despicable, Salvy never showed any type of remorse for it, and his feud with his good old friend still beats strong to this day. And with that, the entire Salvy Iceberg covered. I hope you learned some insightful information from this, and learned a thing or two about our good old pal, Salvy Salvington. As always, leave a like, subscribe, come to my house to break all my windows while I sleep, and tune into next week, where I'll be setting myself on fire for Wait. No. What? What's going on? I'm leaving, okay? I'm leaving. No, but... What? You do nothing. No, but... You don't do shit! It's my work. I'm working. No, you're not! Who even? I keep hearing you. No, he's Salvy. Yeah! Who is that? He's Salvy. No one knows who that is. You know. You do this all day. Get a job! Wait!